Hey, how are we, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. We are live for, of course, another day of absolute fun and carnage in the markets. So, yeah, thank you for joining me. You join and we stream as Bitcoin took quite a sizable drop-off, didn't it, this morning? Go and look. Quite a sizable drop-off, and Stonksy caught it perfectly again on this 5-minute double confirmation, something that we've mentioned for so long on the streams now. But yeah, the 5-minute double confirmation. But yeah, just one straight slow bleed down. We have had quite a decent sized bounce from down here to the upside, but as you can see, it's getting that kind of rollover pattern again, in it. It's getting that kind of rollover pattern that it's had. So hopefully we don't go to new lows. Hopefully this is maybe the base for a recovery rally. Yeah, we'll have to see. Hopefully this isn't just another do and then lower down we go. We'll have to see, won't we? But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the market. I assume maybe they're a bit different to yesterday, because obviously yesterday everything was looking quite all right, weren't it? I thought yesterday everything was looking quite all right. everything was doing well. And then obviously we hit some local resistance, which obviously marked the top of the move, and then we rolled over. So yeah. Oh wait, hang on. Bloody hell, I've just realised I've not been sharing my screen. Why? It come up with an error. Is it not on? What is going on? Why is it not doing it? There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. It was coming up with an error, and I didn't realise it come up with an error. So, yeah, basically, Stonksy got the 5 minute double confirmation, obviously, as we like to look at up here. And then, yeah, we just sort of, we've had a slow bleed down, but we come down here. And, yeah, we've bounced, rounded off a bit, and then, yeah, just hanging around. Now, in preparation for this, I have opened some trades in preparation for today's stream. Maybe we are going to start a new stream account. Obviously, we haven't done that in a while. We haven't done a stream account in a while. Kind of stopped it. So we're going to bring it back. So I have 2 trades to bring you that I'm currently in on this account, and we'll see what we can do with it. Yeah, we'll see what we can grow it to and see what we can happen with it. So I will show you them now. Currently have a 50x Bitcoin long on, which was basically just a spare change in the account for what we got on. So I just thought, well, we'll fire it in there. We got so close to being liquidated, I can't lie. Like, we got so close to being liquidated. Must have been about $40 or so that we got close to being liquidated. But we're still alive on that, obviously in a bit of a negative, but I think in the grand scheme of things, 120k looks nice before we come into supply. And then Asta, we are long on Asta, which is obviously only a 2x. That's going to be more of a longer term trade, I think. Yeah, looking to hopefully catch, a decent market reversal and trade it in towards that $2 to $3 range. So the other 2 trades currently open. Yeah, this one, obviously big leverage. And I was so close to getting liquidated on it, but fingers crossed I've got away with it. Maybe not. Maybe it may get took on stream. We'll see. But yeah, Nick, how we doing, mate? Great to see you. Brucey, good day. Yeah, I know. I forgot to. Well, I didn't forget. It come up with an error, and I didn't realise it come up with an error. Aaron, how we doing? Much better. Justin, how we doing, mate? Great to see you. Yeah. So that's where we are up to with that. So yeah, we'll see obviously what we can do. Again, main thing is probably going to be my Asta long. I could have threw that spare change into the Asta long as well, but I thought we'll have some fun. Would have been good to open it down here, but yeah, we survived for now. So it'd be fun to see either way, won't it? Whether that 50x gets took out or whether we've escaped and we get to ride it higher. We will see. But yeah, main one is I'm looking obviously Asta. Now, obviously, for those of you in the Discord server, you'll know I talked about Asta over the weekend. So I have a nice 2x Asta position open on a different account, which I opened over the weekend. And yeah, I'm looking to ride that higher as well, more of a swing trade alongside of. Like we've done with the past ones. Yeah. So yeah, start a new one, and we'll start with these 2 trades and see what happens. But yeah, at the moment, Bitcoin still maybe looking a bit kind of slow bleedy. Still at the moment. Hopefully we can put a stop to that, which may start here. As you can see, obviously we've just been chugging down, come down, nice bounce up. So obviously what we want to do is, this to be, obviously you were looking very low time frame here on the 5 minute, but we want this to be a higher low, ideally, if you're looking at market structure. And of course, it's looking like we need to get above this area here-ish, low time frame to come in and yeah, obviously shift the trend to being up. So we'll see if obviously Bitcoin can get his mojo on and do that while we're on stream, and see if we can get something going, moving into US Open or after US Open. Obviously we had a great US Open yesterday. US Open was one of the great ones that we've had in a good while. Let me just. I need to drop Wiz a. There we go. Hang on, just need to drop Wiz the links. I believe. Yeah, Wiz is going to come on stream today, so just dropped him the link. But what was I saying? Yeah, the US Open yesterday was great. Obviously, we sold off afterwards, but it's the biggest pump that we've had on a US Open for a while, off my memory. So it was great to see initially. But yeah, let me know in the chat if you want me to cover any specific altcoins. What we'll do is just rattle through. I mean, yeah, the sell-off has actually, has been quite brutal on some. As you can see, ETH got down to around 7% or so, minus for the day. And it's just looking, it's just been one very controlled as well as what you can look at it. You look at it, don't you? And it was just whoever's been walking the market down, very controlled, very slow, precise, just hitting the cells in when needed, not letting the market bounce too much. Sell. So it's definitely a very controlled selling off today. Sol again, another one. Sol actually looks a bit different. Sol looked like it kind of leveled off before. Yeah, it did. Sol leveled off kind of before everything else. As you can see, it's been just been hanging around here for the most part. So that kind of basically leveled off, minus this little drop lower that we got here a lot earlier than everything else today. B&B been getting hit hard. As you can see, we lost that SR zone as well. Again, this is obviously the key SR zone on the 1 hour. If you have a look, and if we have a look together, you can see obviously just nice SR in and around here. And yeah, we obviously lost that, and then nuke downwards. Doge. Yeah, so everything looking quite similar. I've not seen, and oh, look at Sui. My God, Sui's getting slapped in it, minus 9%. Yeah, everything's retraced. I'm assuming all of the gains from yesterday, or most anyway. Tau's not doing as bad as some. Yeah, I mean there's loads, 5% plus. Obviously some into double digits as well. Look at Radium, double digit down. Really beaten up after yesterday's bounce. Obviously ETH was up like 10% at one point yesterday, weren't it? But yeah, really nice. This thing again is still the outlier in the market. But yeah, overall, you got Apex there just absolutely obliterated. To be fair, Aster, while Aster has sold off, it hasn't sold off to the same degree as others. I mean, you look at that. Obviously, it was another one kind of like Sol, where it basically reached a point of consolidation, a lot earlier this morning than everything else did. Yeah, it went a little bit lower, but for the large part, it's just obviously started to range low time frame. MNT, this had a huge pump yesterday. This was up like 40%, wasn't it, yesterday? And just obviously, yeah, it's just been slapped really hard. But yeah, can we get a shift in momentum on Bitcoin from here? That's what we want, innit? That's what we want. Hello, Spicy, my spicy friend. How are we doing? How are we doing, Mr. Spice? Mr. Spice is nice. Great to see you. Great to see you. What I am going to do is just pin the BLOFIN link in the chat. My spicy friend. Debut, Mastering, how we doing? Great to see you. Yeah, everyone, thank you for joining me. Should be a good stream today. We are having the Wizard of Alt on at some point. He's going to jump in whenever. And yeah, it should be a great stream. What was that then? No. But yeah, pump looking kind of leveled off as well. Yeah, everything maybe preparing itself for maybe maybe some form of reversal. let me know what you guys are trading in the chat. What trades have you got open, or what trades are you eyeing up? How have you been trading so far this week? My play has really been not so far. I've not really traded the up and the down. I kind of positioned over the weekend with the eye of positioning for the rest of Q4, and I've kind of just left them. So yeah, any gains I made yesterday has probably mostly been retraced into today. But yeah, it doesn't really bother me too much because I kind of did my positioning that I wanted to over the weekend with the outlook of, hold these for the rest of October, maybe into November, see what happens. But yeah, that was kind of my outlook on them. So yeah. Not really done too much. Hit a nice, tell you what, hey, Discipline, how we doing? Hit a nice one on Wiz's stream. So I was on Wiz's stream this morning. Obviously, Justin was on there as well. And took one of the Bitcoin ones on Polymarket for Bitcoin to be above 112k by some point this afternoon. And I managed to enter that as we were down here, which got up here, and I think I was at 85% up, because obviously the probability on it almost doubled. So just got rid of that, and I re-rolled that into my ETH to 5k in October prediction. So that's what I've been up to. Apart from that, not really much else changed for me. Still holding my spot mo. Still holding spot pump. Still holding the ETH position, and obviously still holding the Asta long that I opened over the weekend, alongside obviously the one that we've got open on the BLOFIN now. Can we see gold? Of course you can, Nick. Of course. Afternoon, Gonksy. How are we doing? All legends are in. Make sure you drop the like. Let's see. How many of you have been good to me so far? 7. Oh, that's poor. That's poor. That's a poor show. That. I tell you what, I am somewhat kind of disappointed with that as well. You guys know the score by now. Drop a like. So please do take a second, scroll down, scroll down. Press the like button. If you're new around here as well, make sure you subscribe too. Make sure you are subscribed. But 8 likes, come on guys. Let's get this easy past 15, towards 20 if you're feeling really generous, which I hope you are. And oh yeah,
here he is.
The Wizard of Old. Here he is.
How are we, my dear friend?
The Wizmeister. Yes, I'm swell. How are you?
I'm very good. Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's been a busy day. Obviously, we had this morning.
Yeah,
did some nice bit of trading. I'm in some beautiful trades. And yeah, I can't really complain. Today seems quite good. I'm quite positive today. Yeah, how is everyone else? How are you? I would say how are you actually, but I spoke to you about an hour ago. So has anything changed in the hour?
No, I closed out that Polymarket one that we put on during your
stream.
Yeah, closed that out for 85%, and then I've just re-rolled it into the E5K one.
I'm a bit annoyed actually.
Because the E5K one is back down to 20%. That got up to, I think it got up to like 36 yesterday. So I've just re-rolled that back in.
I'm a bit annoyed because I wish now I'd have taken it out and I could have re-rolled it back into the same Bitcoin one.
I think that all the time about trading. like yesterday, like obviously if anyone was long over the weekend or, yesterday morning, watched everything go up yesterday. And I have some of these trades myself, like my Asta trade. And then, come, you watch it yesterday and you think, oh, if only I would have sold it last night, and then I could have just re-longed the same area that I entered. I always think that, mate. You always think that in hindsight.
Yeah, I did.
Like 3 times.
I had a very near miss earlier. I was trying to put some money onto Lighter Exchange, and it came up with the confirmation, and I looked. And for some reason, it's so annoying because it's got USDT on ETH on there, and I went to send it, and I looked at the bottom, and it said network fee $129, and I was like, cancel.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucking nuts. Yeah, it cost me $5 to bridge USDT to USDC on ETH, which reminds me of why I do not like using ETH. Arbitrum's so much better.
I didn't even realize the network had got that busy.
Yeah, it was.
Do you know?
I'm in the mood to degenerately long stuff.
You know what? It's been a long time since I've heard about the ETH network being busy, because it just seems like nobody does anything on there anymore. Like it just seems like no one really trades on a DEX anymore. Obviously, maybe there's some NFT action going on there. I don't know.
Well, all the DEXs run on Arbitrum. Pretty much all of the DEXs run on Arbitrum. So Hyperliquid runs on Arbitrum.
Yeah.
Lighter runs on Arbitrum. I think some of the Solana ones run on Arbitrum.
Yeah, it's quite big Arbitrum, isn't it?
I'll tell you what I meant to look at. I'm going to have a look at Pacifica.
Yes, I was interested from seeing that yesterday as to what was going on. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing really much you can comment on the market. It really is that we are literally just, basically back to points of yesterday, pretty much. is basically where we're at in it.
Yeah.
You can't really. There's nothing really much. I mean, that is. I mentioned it before you joined, but that is such a controlled sell-off in it. Like, so controlled. Like, someone just walked it all the way down.
I'll tell you one thing that I've started looking at on charts that's really... Oh, I've been matched on an order. I'll tell you something that I've been looking at on charts that I think I found really interesting is I've taken away the time volume and I put it onto amount volume. And it's quite interesting. So you can basically have it so that each candle is $20 million of volume. And it's a really interesting way of looking at a chart.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that is quite interesting, actually.
It was on Hyperliquid. I don't know how to do it on
TradingView.
On TradingView, there probably is a way because TradingView basically does everything.
OM, I didn't see that, but OM had another scam pump yesterday. That was up like 60%.
Did it? Yeah. I've got no interest in that.
No. I think I might even remove it off the watch list. To be fair, I think everyone has probably just given up with that, haven't they? I can't imagine what it must feel like being trapped in something like that. Like, you are literally just waiting for them to revive the token so you can get out. Basically, is what you want, in it. Them to just revive the token so you can get out of there. It must just be pure pain.
Exactly.
Just pure pain.
Exactly, that's what you need.
This thing, I am interested in picking some of this up. This 4. I am kind of interested in it. I don't really want to pick it up here. Obviously, the prime time would have been to pick it up on Saturday, which is an opportunity missed. But yeah, I am interested in that. But really, we just want a Bitcoin bounce, don't we? That's all we want. That's all we want is Bitcoin bounce. But yeah, let us know in the chat what you would like us to look at, if you would like us to look at anything. And of course, make sure you drop the like and all that good stuff. But yeah, Polymarket, I'll just show everyone what it was that I'd done on Polymarket before. I am kind of getting more to grips with this. So this is the one that I am in on. I think I got in it initially at like, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like 10% maybe, something like that. I can't remember what it was that we got in on it. And then I did add some more from the profits I made on the other one. So I think it's maybe brought my average entry up a bit. But I think the the risk reward on it seems quite decent.
Yeah.
But the one we done before was Bitcoin above whatever on the 14th of October. So we picked this up. I think my entry on this was like 17 or 18%, and I managed to sell it for, I don't know, just less than the 2x anyway. Oh, hang on, I'm just getting a phone call. I think I know who this is as well. I just won't be one sec.
This is Dave selling his bags. He's on the phone to his broker. He's telling it to dump the lot. If anyone has any alts or stocks that they want me to chart, I can put them on the list, but obviously I have no control over the screen until Mr. David comes back. Yeah, in case. Otherwise, just look at his poly market and yeah. Hmm.
Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a survey done on the house that I'm meant to be buying this month, and he just gave me a quick call just to give me a little lowdown on it.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Is it? Have you been told it's a piece of shit and you should be pulling out?
No. He said it's there's nothing that major. Like no, there's nothing that major to it. Yeah, doesn't seem that major anyway. Hopefully it stays that way, but yeah, there are some bits, but yeah.
Nice. So red, it's glorious.
What?
Oh, okay.
What we looking at?
I completely forgot that I shorted FF yesterday.
Oh, did you?
I did, yeah. And I have just realised I probably need to check it because I did it in a BLOFIN sub account.
Oh,
Don't know why I did it in a BLOFIN sub account, but I did it in a BLOFIN sub account. Was a challenge, but
nice. Oh, very nice. I bought a bit of Doge. 100%. And Aaron bought a bit of Doge. Oh yeah, nice. What did you say? What did you say? You up 100%?
Yeah.
Can't complain with that, can you?
6x.
You cannot complain with that at all.
When's my next TP on it? 13 cents.
It does look. I mean, yeah, it looks very interesting. I could just see Bitcoin just carrying on to range in this area here that we're in.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I saw someone make a very good point, is that when you get crashes like this, the PA that develops over the next couple of days is literally just people desperate to try and make the money back. And obviously that's why we get, the big, obviously you get the relief rally and then, you typically normally get a sell-off back down and stuff like that because people are just desperate to try and make the money back. So, you may have people shorting because they're angry or whatever, and obviously just people late shorting in general, and you obviously get the relief rally squeezing them, and then you get people that pile in at the top of the rally or whatever, and then obviously they get put through the ringer on the way back down. Just take a good few days for the market to settle down a bit and kind of calm down. But yeah, I'm optimistic. To be fair, I'm optimistic. Hopefully, we can see a nice push back up following US Open.
Yeah.
Let's get the poll up. I'm optimistic anyway. I mean, one thing's for sure. If you was waiting for an opportunity to get in or whatever, I mean, it is literally just right in front of you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at alts today. I mean, bejesus. Wow.
Yeah, I might bid some. I might long and short some alts. Not sure. I'm not shorting anything at this point that I'm not already in.
I tell you what has bounced quite well is NYX. I was looking at it yesterday. Because obviously it came right into that, didn't it? That we've been wanting.
Yeah, it's a Dr. Crypto favourite, that.
Yeah, I bet.
He longed it at 45 cents. And I think he's pretty much full cycled it.
Oh, really?
No, I think he said he took some out at the top. But
why would you not take it all? What more do you want? What more do you want than a 50x?
Yeah. Like I said, David, he's crypto's craziest man. He is. Oh, he's a character.
Yeah, he sounds like it. I mean,
proper
what more? What more do you want than a 40-50x? You're just being overly greedy.
I want more.
Yeah. Literally, just being overly greedy. Bitcoin's coming back down a bit now. Nvidia is down to 185.
Ooh, here we are, moving down on.
I'll tell you what, I started to push down quite a bit. Is Palantir, hasn't it? It kind of annoyed me a bit that last week because I was eyeing it up when it was up here, and I thought, I'm just gonna like carry on adding to my, my S&P and Nvidia ones. But it is now starting to really push down towards the lows of this consolidation.
Tesla's annoying me a bit because I've still got some left in it. But yeah, Palantir is getting smashed up. I love the. Oh yeah, nasty. I love the way stocks trade though. Like, just start trading on chain with me, Dave. It moves better than crypto. The price action is so much better. I'll tell you what is the craziest chart ever that I need to start taking some profits on is Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Tron on the stock market, we said that it would have just an obscene hated rally.
Yeah, it rallied so hard, didn't it?
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it?
Let's go and have a look. I was looking at it before actually, because I think it's coming down a bit, but it rallied super hard, didn't it?
Also, Dave, we are 2 weeks away from Starbucks results.
Oh, really?
Hammered down, yeah.
The S-book?
It's basically back down at where it was in April.
Yeah. We'll have a look at that in a sec. This thing is actually interesting me quite a bit. Is MetaPlanet now. I'm not actually sure if I want to touch any of this because, I just don't know. But it is kind of floating. Now this was a very wide box that I drew at the time. But if it gets back in towards here, I am interested in it. The closer it gets to 350.
Yeah.
I just really don't like their entry. Like, this is getting smashed because they've just got a really shit entry.
They've top longed the hell out of it, haven't they?
Yeah, and obviously the MNAV has now dropped below 1.
Yeah.
So, I just don't know. But I mean, structurally on the chart, back into here looks quite good. Circle had a big juicy downwards candle yesterday, didn't it? Oh wow, look at that. Robinhood. You think this maybe is topped?
I was chatting to someone earlier about this on the Wolf Crypto because he loves it. I said if I wouldn't buy it to hold now. I think I'd be looking to trade it, and there's a couple of nice back tests down at the bottom of that fair value gap. I'll tell you what is getting a hell of a bid this week, Dave, is BBAI. Is
it? Oh yeah, look at that. 9.10. Did you buy more of this?
Yeah, I'm in this.
Of course.
When people look at like crypto and trading and stuff like that, this thing moves so much more cleanly. Like, if you put a Fibonacci over the bottom to the top of this, Dave, it just moves with the fib perfectly. It's not that I particularly trade fibs, but it just moves really well. Webull.
This is coming back into the buy zone, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the closer that it gets down towards $10, the more of a buy it looks.
ASPS as well. That's going to make a new all-time high again.
Bloody hell, that went to 140 yesterday, Embis.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Allweave has been ticking back up, hasn't it?
Yeah. Anyone who got the bids under $100.
Yeah.
I mean, those bids at 84 were phenomenal.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Trade desk. Look at that. I mean, this is another one where I was just asleep at the wheel, but literally.
To be fair, I think this is distributing a little bit now. I think that probably that $48 line that you've got might be a decent entry. Yeah, look at Starbucks.
Yeah. Look at that. That's come back down to
there. What else have you got? Joby. If you go down.
Joby.
That's a Justin favourite.
There you go. Yeah, there's Joby. Galaxy, obviously.
Yeah. Dave,
Nice.
did Stonksy catch? I'm going to go through some of the absolutely nuts ones that I am up big this week. Type in TMRC, sorry. Did it catch this?
Are we looking on the 1 hour or anything? Oh, it did, yeah.
Oh, there you are. That's your content sorted.
Look
at the state of that.
October. I mean, if you got in anywhere under $1, I mean, even getting an E is great, isn't it? You know, a bit later on, but I mean, this is it, isn't it? I mean, that has basically done a 3x in 2 weeks. meanwhile, we're sitting here and just hoping that bloody anything can happen with altcoins and Bitcoin and stuff, and that's gone and done it in a week,
isn't it?
So are these rallying? I'm guessing on the back of that China decision.
Yeah, they're rare earths. Yeah. So what other ones are nuts? CRML is another one. The name says it all.
Yeah.
See, these are the types of things, right?
Free market. Wow.
What's Stonksy called that at then? Bottom to top.
If you go bottom from where that opened there to obviously pre-market price is 360%. Obviously where it closed yesterday was up a nice tidy 240, but and I bet the thing is, I assume these things are probably so this has been in a very slight uptrend on it since June. Very slight uptrend. I mean, to be fair, you could have got it, for $1, under $1.50 back in June, which is a 20x.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That is.
SMFC, when are we getting a Stonksy bot for stock market?
Stock market trades.
Oh, can you imagine? What else have I got that is obscene and green? UAMY.
Let's see.
And the thing with these is I can't actually see these cooling off anytime soon.
No. The only thing really that would cool them off is if China reverses its thing, won't it?
I think the wheels are in motion now. Anyway, I think that's scared. Like, even if China says, "Oh, we'll allow access," these are still going to be like critical.
Yeah, you would imagine.
Look at the state of that. You could have bought this thing last month and be up 4x.
Insane, isn't it? And the thing is, people will have knew as well. There will have been whispers, won't there, around that maybe something was coming. Look at White Fiber, $40. Are you still holding this?
Yeah. I can't believe you custard-handed this one.
I custard-handed it, literally. I custard-handed it like down here. I think bought down here, and I think it was like around like $14 or something. I can't even remember. And literally, I think I sold it like up here. That is just insane. I mean, had I held on to it, so let's just say for argument's sake, I bought it $15, which I think it was lower, but let's just say that 160%, which is obviously like a 2.5x.
And it's tax-free.
Yeah.
What other ones have I got? Oh, I charted this out for someone as well, this ABAT.
Is anything that you make on Polymarket tax-free if it's considered like betting?
Yeah, I think so. But that's probably one to that's probably one to
should we ask Grok?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's get an accurate measurement from Grok. Let's see. Let's see what Grok's going to do. I love how it just does all the work for you. Treatment of Polymarket winnings in the UK.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's just say. Ask for short summary. They're not tax-free, apparently. Apparently, they're not tax-free. Boo! Boo! I thought it would have been classed as betting. But apparently not.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, but so your mineral stocks are obviously doing quite well then, aren't they?
Oh, mate, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? The thing is that is the real banana zone, and I can't wait for hopefully crypto to go like that. But like, yeah, the stock boys have had it very, very easy.
Yeah. Florence, how are we doing? Still no solid? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. What's up, SMFC? You guys seen Trump humiliating Starmer yesterday? I have seen that. Yes. It brought a smile to my face. It's a bloody nightmare getting bots set up on TradFi stuff. Yeah, I can imagine. Because like, obviously, it's where you hook them up to, innit? And obviously, and just the management around it, all that. Really, obviously, the ideal thing is if, say, BLOFIN just come and list tokenized stocks or something like that would obviously be. That would be the ideal thing, but yeah. I do wonder, looking at Bitcoin, do you think we're going to bleed lower?
I'm not too bothered if we do, because I've got some scaled bids.
Yeah.
So we're currently working our way down through the.
We just keep this kind of slow bleed has not given up yet, has it?
Yeah, and I'd recommend that for anyone here who's looking to trade these more swing positions. Is use scaled orders. I use them a lot more now, and they're so much better as a way to get in.
Yeah.
Do you use them, Dave, or do you just go straight in?
No. Sometimes I will do like half and half, or maybe like a third and a third. Yeah. It just depends on kind of where it's at and how impulsive I'm feeling.
Yeah, no, I find them pretty good. Like, I'll draw them over, like, when I have, like, the boxes that we draw out on the charts, is because you can just set an upper and a lower, and then just choose how many orders you want in it. So I'll do, like, one of the boxes, and I'll just put in, like, I don't know, like 20, 25 orders. And then, if it goes down, it brings your average down. Yeah, and you can obviously scale it. I think you can do it on BLOFIN. I know you can do it on Fenex. You can scale it so you can have your heavier orders at the bottom end, which is quite good because then obviously it'll bring your if you don't want to FOMO in if something's high, but you feel like you're chasing, you can put that low end, that lower order at the top, and then if it goes down, you get tagged into your bigger entries. And similarly, you can do bigger entries down to smaller entries to bring your average down. But yeah, I recommend it. If you're doing swing trades, I find it a much better way of just getting a smoother entry.
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
Does annoy you though, because you just have an obscene amount of notifications of order matched.
Yeah. But I mean, for something like this, where we may just carry on bleeding a bit lower or whatever, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's just been gradual, slow bleed.
Dave?
Yes?
What are Oracle and AMD doing? Because there's some more AI news. Oracle to deploy 50,000 AMD AI chips.
Oracle is a ARCL, is it?
ORCL.
Yeah. Sorry, ORCL.
It's down pre-market.
And what's the other one?
AMD.
That's on the list up here somewhere here.
That's
220.
Oh no! I'm so annoyed.
Why?
Do you know why? I've been meaning to buy some calls on it because on the unusual flows.
Yeah.
There was a lot that I think there was several million out of the money calls that all came in at the same strike price.
Right, yeah.
Which is it was 220 strike price.
So they've now obviously come in, haven't they?
Yeah. That is the way to do it. Is you
Yeah.
just gotta follow those.
Follow the money, innit?
Yeah.
It's just literally just following the money. That is the way to go, and probably the way it's always been, isn't it? It's just follow the money, follow the trail. I am getting sick of this AI circle jerk. Aren't you?
It's going to end in tears, isn't it?
It's going to end so badly. It's just literally just going to unravel. Aaron thinks a quick down, then up. Yeah, I mean,
worked for me. Tags me in.
Yeah, you could see that for sure. I mean, I'm interested. I mean, if you look at the S&P, this is obviously maybe been what's adding a little bit of fuel to Bitcoin's sell-off, because this has obviously been just very gradually selling off. In the same period, just sell off and then bounce and then sell off and then bounce and then sell off. So obviously how this reacts when it opens may be a bit telling. We go and have a look at 1 hour. This came into some sort of region that I highlighted, and obviously we just melted through it on Friday. I don't actually know what it was. I think these were 2 liquidation levels, let's say. Can't even remember. Yeah, I think they were just liquidation levels. But yeah, obviously if we can get some sort of sturdiness on it, then we can carry on up. I'm quite kind of in a good position here, because while I kind of up my exposure to crypto over the weekend, I obviously have my short ETFs, which I'm leaving open because it kind of just hedges me. Because obviously if the market just takes another big massive shit, then my ETFs go into more profit, and while I may lose some on my crypto, then it just kind of balances things out.
What's this, the short ETFs?
Yeah, it just kind of balances out for me between obviously crypto going up and down, because
you just have to be a little bit wary. You have to be a bit wary of fees eating it up a little bit, but I mean, to be honest, the risk reward of up here is.
I don't think the fees are that heavy though, are they?
No.
I googled it. I think it was like a decimal point of a percent or something like that every quarter, or every something like that. I don't know. But I mean, as it stands, my Nvidia one is 6.4% in a profit, and my S&P one is just over 10% in a profit, which obviously hedges me in that. I mean, they're not even. I haven't even had chance. I mean, when did I open these? I think last week. I haven't even had chance to actually start building them properly. I sped up my process last week. As soon as Nvidia popped above 190, I kind of sped up my buying a bit. I added more on at a faster rate as Nvidia was up above 190. But I haven't even really. I've probably got about a tenth on of what I actually want on over the next few months. So just keeping it on, because at the moment, like I said, it hedges me quite nicely for if we get another crash or something. Yeah, I think really we should get some short. If you look on the 1 hour, I mean, this has literally just been one very aggressive sell-off. It looks prime for some sort of short squeeze at least. You would imagine, like it looks prime for some sort of short squeeze. But yeah, the AI circle jerk
rolls on.
The AI circle jerk, funny, absolutely funny. It will end in tears. SPX is getting absolutely hammered.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. That is down tremendously from where it. Just so volatile. Just so volatile. Bonker's done quite well, to be fair. Obviously down 8% today, but that's had a nice relief. Obviously Pepe not doing the best. Fartcoin down to bloody hell, that went low. I wonder how that guy's doing that sold his house to buy Fartcoin at 60 cents or 70 cents. I can't remember what it was. He must be in a quite a sizable loss now. I don't get why you've done that. If you've kind of won and beat the system and been able to buy a house mortgage free, why then risk it? I mean, that is the one thing in it where no one can take that away from you. Then you've got your house with no debt on it. I just don't understand why you would ever risk that. and
Yeah.
go and
Like,
put
some of
that
the money
into
is
the market.
yeah, some of the money is nuts. Like, you can live off that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but that's the thing, isn't it? You know, you've got no mortgage when most people, you know, have to pay the mortgage off until they're in the 50s or maybe even 60s. I don't know. You know, you've kind of won. Don't risk that. So then,
Amazon looks quite interesting. That's getting into a zone that I might bid on.
Yeah, I think that and Meta and maybe Microsoft as well have been getting kind of slapped up a bit, haven't they?
Yeah.
Meta's been getting slapped up. Meta's down to 705. Ooh.
I'm not actually. I could be tempted. Is Meta? Yeah, Meta's getting it. Meta's in my bid zone.
Yeah, Meta.
I might start building a little position in Meta short term.
Yeah, ideally, I would like to short it as close to 800 as I can. So I'm just kind of leaving it alone for the time being. I do just hope that they have one more squeeze, so I can just pile into individual shorts, but also Mag 7 shorts and obviously S&P shorts. I do still think there's one more leg up to come for the S&P towards 7,000.
Yeah. This is what I mean, Dave. Yesterday, $3 million of out of the money AMD weekly calls came in at 235 strike.
So someone knew, didn't they?
What's AMD at now? 220. Did you say pre-market?
220. It was up. Well, yeah, unless it's gone up a bit more. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, 220, just shy of 221.
Crazy.
Wild. Absolutely wild. Some serious money's been made there, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The AI circle. Yeah, I just can't get that out of my head. The AI circle.
What a horrible phrase.
That is basically what they're all doing. No, innit? They just sat around in a circle, just
same
passing it
money
around.
passing around.
Could
you imagine how funny it will be if OpenAI goes to raise and they don't get anywhere close to the valuation that they've been trying to raise at?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can imagine it, can't you? The thing is, I suppose now, like, what will be the catalyst to pop this bubble? Will it be like, say, for instance, if China? I don't know. Did China have like an equivalent to an Nvidia, or did they not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Alibaba is building chips now.
Right.
Alibaba are looking to build their own chips.
Yeah. So are they building them yet or not yet?
They're working on it. Huawei. That's Huawei.
Yeah. Because obviously, I know they're probably going to make it. Like, you know, they're probably going to make it heavy where America's still buying Nvidia chips, but maybe, you know, if the rest of the world maybe start buying Chinese chips instead because they're cheaper or something, I don't know. Maybe that would obviously maybe go towards popping a larger. I really don't know. Popping the AI circle jerk. Let's ask Rock itself. Let's see what. Disappointing ROI and productivity lag, scaling and tech limits, collapse, funding, drought, and VC pullback. Obviously, maybe that's something that you were talking about, weren't it? About not getting the thing.
Yeah.
A pop eclipse.com or subprime with GDP contracting 5 to 10%, stranded data centers, stifled R&D. I have no idea what that means.
Stifled. Stifled means inhibited.
No, I mean R&D.
Research and development.
His in portfolio is hard since tech companies dominate indices. recovery might take 5 to 16 years. Very interesting number.
Yeah.
5 to 16, not 5 to 15. 5 to 16. Could thrive long term. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. The thing
The blood will be brutal anyway.
You what?
The blood on it will be brutal.
Yeah. Howdy, Steve-O. I prefer British chips. I bet you do, yes, Steve-O. What type of chips, though? Do you like chippy chips? Do you like Mackey's chips? What type of
I heard Steve calls them fries.
No, maybe he's been converted. Yeah, do you call them chips? Do you call them fries?
Yeah, I'm going to say, don't you call crisps chips, Steve?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you call them potato chips, or are you now
potato
calling them
chips?
You got any potato chips?
Potato chips.
Hey, have you been watching Ed Gein?
No.
On Netflix, have you not? Anyone in the chat, has anyone watched Ed Gein yet? It's like, you remember the Dharma series on Netflix?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's basically like it's a series like that, like a recreational obviously not a docu-series, like an actual series. For this guy called Ed Gein, who lived in America in I think it was around the time of World War II. Something I can't think of the actual time, but it was around that time because there's obviously like time in Nazi Germany and stuff like that. But yeah, it's very disturbing. You should watch it though, because obviously like Dharma, it's a good watch, but obviously the things that he does in it are quite disturbing. But in terms of like entertain, watching a series, it's obviously a good series. But yeah, the things he did in it's quite disturbing. Has anyone else been watching that? Let me know in the chat. Anyone been watching the Ed Gein thing? Yeah, he speaks very weird as well. It's like this. He goes, "Hello, mother." Did you get that?
No.
He goes, "Hello, mother. Mother, what are you doing?" Like something like that. Like really soft, creepy voice. It's on Netflix. Yeah. If anyone enjoyed the Dharma series on there, then yeah, go and watch Ed Gein. It will probably be like first up on your Netflix anyway. I think it's like number 1. But yeah, disturbing but interesting watch. I've only watched 2 episodes so far, but I'm gonna try and smash through the rest of them this week. But yeah, where are we up to now? I bet this thing has come back down towards my entry. No, Merchant Mo. To be fair, it's still 10% up.
I might buy a little bit more.
I was nicely up on this. So I was like 40% up. But still 10% up. Yeah, this is a hold for me though. It's just don't do anything with it. Don't.
It's just stuff like this is a pain that it's not on exchanges, because I'd love to do to set a daily DCA on it.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that I'd never used Mantle before, so it was the first time for me. Now, what I didn't actually realize, something interesting on it was, and maybe it's a bit more obvious in hindsight, is I believe that it's basically just like a sister DEX or like a sister company to Trader Joe, on AVAX.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ran by the same people, but obviously this is for Mantle.
Dave.
Yeah.
The VIX is creeping up again.
Is it? I was looking at that as well. When you said in the Discord about buying VIX, that hit nicely. You just have to buy it, don't you? Like when it gets all the way back down, when it gets in and around, 15 or whatever, you just have to buy it and wait. Like it's a long wait sometimes, isn't it? But if you buy, because you can obviously buy a VIX ETF, I think it is, can't you, on Trading 212?
Yeah, or you can do the CFD of it.
Yeah, then you just have to kind of wait, and eventually, that's the good thing about it, innit? Is eventually it will pay off, a good couple of percentage. It's just obviously how long you're willing to wait, because really, you look, the last time we was up here was start of August. Obviously, we got up here, which is some of the way there. But, if you obviously buy it from 14 upwards, eventually you're going to get a payday. That's the thing with it, isn't it? Is if you just want to park some money, and get like a 30, 40x, and the thing is, if you carry on doing that and just obviously like buying it and then selling it up there, you may obviously end up catching one of these. Obviously, this was the tariffs. Maybe some sort of, the next one, whenever the next one comes around. If you obviously just keep doing that and obviously buying it down here and being able to get back in, eventually you're more than likely going to catch one of these negatives.
Yeah, exactly. Or you just use it as an insurance policy. I know that's how a lot of hedge funds will use them. Is you're holding a lot of long exposure. You can just buy some fixed options, and it's a cash in. It's one of those where if it expires, everything else must be doing quite well in your portfolio.
Yeah, exactly.
It triggers. It's a ballast. I know a lot of people used them to hedge when we had the tariffs in April.
Yeah. Right, what I'm going to do is going to go to the toilet, and then obviously we'll be back for US Open.
Do you want me to chuck some charts up?
Yeah, if you want to chuck some charts up, I'm going to run to the toilet if you don't need to.
Right, I'll stick. Let me stick my screen on. If anyone has any alts that they're looking at,
CMGs in the house. Mantle is owned by Bybit. Yeah, that's kind of that is kind of my thesis around that Mo. That is kind of been my base thesis around that Mo.
It'll pump.
Yeah,
it'll pump because it'll just get pushed. I mean, Mantle is.
Yeah, with it not being on any centralized exchanges at all, and being the main DEX on Mantle, you would imagine at some point Bybit will list it and look to push it. That's basically the main thesis around it, alongside just being tiny anyway. But yeah, I'll be back in just a minute. I'll throw your screen up now.
Yeah,
there we go. And get your comments in, everyone. Obviously, make sure you drop a like, but get your comments into the chat if you want us to look at anything specific. We've got 20 minutes to go until US Open. Yeah, I won't be a minute.
Blood here, isn't there? Fart coin. I still have this charted. Gosh, I'll tell you what. Pardon the pun, but that is a stink bid and a half. If anyone caught that down there, that is a very, very good entry. In terms of what do I think of it, I think it's like most things here. The risk reward is pretty good, as long as you don't go in too heavy and leave yourself some room. You've got pretty much some downside room, but you've got a lot of upside room. I mean, you'd arguably be looking for a retest probably of that, and then a retest of there, break above there, and then be pretty much golden up above there. What else? World Liberty Finance. I need to organize this. Where's World Liberty? I mean, if anyone stunk but this, you'd have probably been all right. Yeah. I mean, this thing, I don't know. I don't have an appetite to touch it, but you'd be looking at there of a retest there, and you probably, if you're looking for short term, you've got an invalidation below here. So, yeah, probably look for an entry, maybe get one round here, retest it up here. Easy trade. If it goes below, probably look for something down here. Is how I would look at that. Exchange tokens held up quite well on the whole. I mean, that held up pretty well. Came back for what was quite a simple retest. Uniswap. I mean, Uniswap's the same, depending on how you're trading this. Yeah, probably you've got an entry zone of down here, below here, and you're probably looking at a retest of here. In terms of where you'd be looking, you'd probably be looking at there. You'd probably be looking at there, and then break above that, and you've basically got all of this to aim at. But I like Uni. I like DeFi. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, you've pretty much got easy invalidation. I mean, anywhere from down here, you've got a decent long. If it goes below, probably around here, you can invalidate, is how I would play that one. But I've not traded Uniswap for a while. Have you, Dave?
No. I haven't traded it in ages. And it was actually quite interesting to go back and look at the weekly charts on some of these things, just to see how far back the price action went. Obviously, from that candle nuke, like some things either went into like, you know, obviously unknown territory to the downside, or literally just setting them back like, you know, multi years. It's wild, really.
Yeah, this is one I'm long on. I really like Orderly. It'll be interesting to see how this does, but I think this is probably, I mean, I longed from down here in the dump, but I think this is probably quite an interesting opportunity because they start buybacks soon. So the buybacks on it will start.
Right.
So Orderly was one that I decided to buy some of. Wormhole's getting smashed, isn't it?
Yeah, I was looking at Wormhole because, like, obviously if you take... And that's the weird thing. Like, obviously, these wicks are going to be on these charts forever now.
Yeah.
Like,
and some my all-time lows.
Yeah, exactly. And some altcoins probably will actually go and fill in the wicks, and some won't. But it's just wild because they're going to be on the chart now forever. It's kind of like the charts are destroyed by this wick in some aspect.
That was brutal.
Yeah, just crazy, innit? Utterly crazy.
Zcash is interesting though. But I could start to get a little bit more excited about Zcash.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny about this? Is you know the see where it was trading around like 240 before the crash ish.
Yeah.
Like before we got the wick, in and around there. Kobe actually like quote tweeted a tweet that he did back in 2022 saying like, oh, like all we had to do was sell when Zcash was pumping. and he actually interacted with it, you know, before we got that drop, and then obviously after we went back to it again. But yeah, I remember like I don't think it really like people pay that much attention to it now, but there used to be obviously attention on when Dino coins started pumping. That was kind of the signal to get out of the market. But I mean, that thing has just had a crazy run on it.
Yeah, it's mental. But this thing is so well distributed now.
Yeah, and it's the same for obviously what Monero, you know, what happened with Monero. Obviously that had its main run earlier on, didn't it, this year? And then obviously Zen as well. You know, that's had a good run. Obviously all privacy coins.
Do you remember this one? Red Belly Network.
I remember the name. Yeah.
It's a good project.
I remember the name.
It'll be interesting to see when this starts to reverse. Zen.
Yeah, Zen. We was talking about this on the stream at $9, and that ended up going like 60%, 100% or so obviously before coming back down.
Do you know what shocked me actually is what shocked me how low it had got is Metis. I remember when this thing was literally trading up here at $60.
I remember the name Metis, yeah. What is it? Is it an L1 or something? I can't remember. I can't remember.
It's L. I think it's L2, isn't it? It's ETH.
Is it? Right. Yeah. I remember the name though.
Now just...
It's like the other one as well. You know, Blast. I was looking at Blast before last week.
Are they still paying Are they still paying that interest rate on it?
I don't think so. But I was looking at Blast last week before we got that drop, and it was actually looking all right because it was just kind of basically testing that lower. You know, it obviously gone up there, come back down. It was just testing that, and at the time it looked quite good.
Yeah.
And then obviously it's just completely melted through, just utterly melted through. Crow's had such a nasty reversal from that pump up. I mean, it went to like 37, 38 cents, didn't it? It had such a good run, and it's basically just come all the way back down.
This is a good scam coin to have on your list, Dave, because
No,
this is a CZ one that
Is it?
will just randomly just do
just
stupid
pop.
pumps.
Someone told me to look at this a few weeks ago on stream, Norris.
Yeah.
There was one that I had
This
on the
one-
watch list.
This one will just ever so randomly just give like stupid candles.
Yeah.
Uh,
Scottish says, say we break the typical crypto cycle, do you think the bull run finishes early or into Q1, Q2? Honestly, I really have no idea. I really have no idea. Personally, my plan is to sell in Q4, and I don't know. I don't think I'll really stray away from that.
you want to get out before Dave sells.
Yeah, typically like that. That is going to be my plan now. I think it could definitely run into next year, but I think you're kind of betting on just like a bit of a prolonged cycle, aren't you? But it could do. Red Belly will never reverse.
No.
Says TMG. They raised so much money, they just pay high salary and go bust in a few years. I suppose that's it, and they can just, if they've got all that money, they can just pay themselves a wage and just wait till the money runs out and enjoy doing whatever it is that they're doing. Can we get Stonksy on some of these charts? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll chuck it back over to you, Dave.
Yeah, I'll pull it back up. Thanks for covering anyway. It's nice. It's nice for you guys to still have someone while I run to the toilet. Good day, Delta. I'm good, mate. How are you? Yeah, let's get it back on. So, as you can see, obviously we're still bleeding in here. Stonksy is actually still red on the 5-minute Bitcoin from up here. That double confirmation that we get on there, and yeah, we're coming back down. The slow bleed looks like it's not over just yet, and we're coming back down.
Ooh, 110, 4.
So we're coming close to obviously testing where we bounced from before, but as you can see, as we've done obviously on the way down, we just kind of come up and then we just rolled over and are just continuing the descent, and obviously this will just transpire into altcoins. You won't really find much of a different pattern, I don't think, on altcoins. If you look today, you can see the 5-minute has been working lovely. We've been posting a lot about the 5-minute this week. But yeah, I mean, just basically just copy and paste pattern across the whole market today. Obviously with slight differences, but it's basically copy and paste, just obviously slow bleed down. And yeah, until Bitcoin finds a bottom, no end in sight for altcoins, unfortunately. I do think it's one of them, though, where you obviously, if you believe that was, kind of a liquidation, and you can see, I'll just keep flicking through them, but you can just see, just copy and paste, just pattern, just obviously slow bleed down. But if you do believe that was a liquidation, obviously, lead into higher, you just have to be patient, because this is obviously the time where price will just chop around and do all sorts. Until obviously, it's ready to move back up. But people will just be getting chopped up in and around here, obviously, if they're not careful. Alternatively, it's obviously good if you have been waiting, to position maybe higher time frame. Then it obviously may be a good opportunity if that's something you've been waiting for, and think that there's not maybe much more of a drop to come. But yeah, you can see just obviously altcoins are just bleeding heavily today as well.
Yeah,
bleeding rather heavy.
Dash is getting smashed up.
Yeah, Dash is one of the Dino ones that's pumped recently, isn't it? That had a good pump. But yeah, these
ones just came out of nowhere, didn't they?
Yeah.
These Dino coin pumps.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what even catalyzed the Zcash one, or whether it just started.
I know that Mert was really peddling it. The Helios.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Solana one. He was peddling Zcash.
Right. S&P futures looking better than Bitcoin. I don't think the sell-off has been as great, has it? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so that started to just level off a bit now. I mean, we do have market open in 9 minutes, so let's see. That started to just level off a bit now, the S&P.
Yeah. Have you
The
seen
thing
this
is-
SNX?
Yes. Is it synthetic or something? Synthetic or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just giga pumped, didn't it, yesterday? I mean, what did it? Yeah, just wild.
It's a great catch.
It's a great catch on the 5 minute, and yeah, this is obviously where Stonksy really comes into.
On the 5.
Yeah, on the 1 hour as well, to be fair. But I think on the 5, when volatility kicks in, this is obviously where the big gains and performances on it. When the volatility kicks in, obviously both ways. I mean, yeah, that's just mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is just rotation, and it's just like hot potato. It's just like hot potato, just rotation from coins to coins. But obviously yesterday, let's close out the poll. We had US Open, and then we just had obviously just straight away, first minute or two was a 1K candle to the upside. We did end up, bleeding back down a bit. But can we get the same? 63% think up, so we'll close that poll now.
Ooh.
Of course, if you are looking to trade anywhere today, sign up to BLOFIN. It's pinned in the chat. You can also find it in the description too. But yeah, do go, make sure you create your BLOFIN account. I assume probably all of you are signed up. If there's 1 or 2 of you, obviously go and grab your account. It's non-KYC, and grab your bonuses. But yeah, we've got 7 minutes to go on now. How's gold and silver doing today, actually? So they're down 2.6.
Both are down.
Yeah, gold's not down that badly, actually, to be fair. Obviously, I had a sell-off early this morning.
Yeah, the one that I really like is the two that I really like. But I think palladium looks really, really good. I think we're seeing a bit of a rotation. It's XPD is the ticker for palladium, because that one's just starting to run. Yeah, XPD. I think of the metals, that one looks quite good.
Let's see. Yeah.
Especially when you look back at where it has been previously.
Yeah, let's go to the weekly chart. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so this has got... Yeah, this might have... I mean, that compression there was nice, weren't it?
Yeah, and we're green on the weekly.
Yeah, it went green. Was it last week? Yeah, last week green. Last week green on the weekly, which obviously...
Green on the weekly.
I mean, the gold one has caught over 100% now.
Yeah.
So that was gold. That was long from just under 2,000, which has obviously caught more than 100%, and is still...
The play may be rotate your gold profits into silver, and then silver into palladium.
Yeah, I mean, if you got in down here, you had, obviously, if you're into your metals and stuff, you had loads of time to get in down here, didn't you? Which, obviously, you're already up 50%, but, that could be a potential, 2-3x move, couldn't it, if it really gets its move on?
Yeah.
What other metals are there, obviously?
Platinum, XPT. Stonksy's been long on that on the daily since March.
Has it?
And it's up
Platinum.
60%.
Oh yeah, so on the weekly as well.
Yeah.
On the weekly from below 1,000. So price wise, this is actually kind of similar to palladium, innit?
Yeah, so palladium might be the one that's now playing catch up.
But this one, I mean, this has been. I mean, if for whatever reason you are just a platinum bull, you've been waiting a long time for this, haven't you? Bloody hell! Yeah. You've been waiting basically the whole time that it's been trading on this ticker anyway. I don't know where else you could buy it, but I mean, if you spent your time accumulating this, then you deserve this rally, because that is just pure patience. I mean, it never really even trades much, does it? Trades in what, like a 10% range, basically. Yeah, obviously 20% to the downside, and then to the upside. But I don't, so about 25% to the upside. I don't assume many people are just sold platinum bulls, surely. Obviously, the long copper trade is an interesting one, isn't it? I've seen
I like copper. I'm long copper.
Yeah, a few. What's the ticker for copper?
I just
I'll
have
just type it in.
copper.
I'll just type Copper futures. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, so this is just starting to curl up now as well. And again, Stonksy's been hitting it since. So that's over a year. Obviously approaching 2 years now.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one obviously where it's just broke out. You know, as you can see, it was just ascending and obviously squeezing up into a point of finality, and then bang, there's the impulse.
Yeah.
But this is this has been another one where it's been just a steady uptrend over the years, but now is pushing nicely higher. Yeah, I've never really been much of a metals trader.
No, I quite like it. Don't know. I find that they move quite well. But yeah. Anyway, Dave, market's about to open.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon?
Let's see what we can get.
I mean, I'm liking a Bitcoin long here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into if you're into candlesticks, that is a I forgot the name of it. Pin bar on the 5 minute, obviously. on your stream, I mentioned the bullish engulfing as kind of a bit of a meme, but it did actually give quite a nice relief. That is a bullish up. That's a bullish pin bar on the 5 minute. If you are interested in your candlestick patterns,
having a really nice push up on the 5.
Crypto, please. Market's opening.
Yeah.
Well, the chat.
Get your bell ready.
Yeah, the chat was majority long. So the chat was.
Yeah.
I think the poll.
I think long.
I think the poll was 68% for upside. So the majority of the chat thought, and you viewers thought up. I also do think up. I do think up.
112 sweep.
I think downside. Then it's kind of you could go lower, but I do believe it would be limited. Like I think down to maybe 109.
Yeah.
Maybe into 108, but that's kind of the amount of downside I would like to see personally. Again, market don't care what I think, but we want this 5 minute. As soon as we can get out of this 5 minute red background too, that will obviously be a good plan as well.
And nice push up.
Yeah.
Same with ETH. I like ETH.
Yeah, this could be one of the days where the morning is one thing and then the afternoon's another. I've saw this a lot. If Bitcoin erases all its daily gains, obviously, daily losses, which currently is nearly -4%. All these altcoins that are just full of blood and down quite heavily soon find themselves back being neutral or in the green as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if that happens today because obviously it would have to get back towards 115, 116k, something like that. But
yeah, it'd be interesting to see how we open, because we had a really strong open yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, really nice.
Anyway, let's strap in.
1k candle within the first 2 minutes. It was. It's been absolutely ages since I saw something like that. Anyway, we are open. So there we go. Market is open.
Go on, ring your bell.
There we go. The bell has been rang. The market is open. And what are we going to get? Yeah, I mean, to see the same as yesterday would be nice. Just a 1k candle straight away, but whether we get that or not. I went to college with a guy called Finbar. His mum died in the floods a few years back, got washed away down the river. Bloody hell. What a way to go. What a way to go that is.
Brutal.
I hate the idea of drowning me. Seems like one of the worst ways you could die.
You a good swimmer?
Shame. Powell speech
today.
But yeah, I haven't been swimming in ages. I would consider myself a good swimmer, yeah. But I haven't been swimming in ages. I can't remember last time I went swimming. But yeah, I mean, I could save myself unless I was in a strong current that was dragging me down or something.
Not an armband guy.
SPX opened 1% down. No. No, not an armband. I've always preferred water parks than theme parks. I've never been a big theme park guy.
Okay, interesting.
Always preferred water parks, yeah. So You could say I do prefer water. Let's see what the S&P is doing. Yes, the S&P is just, like I said, this has obviously been coming down around the same time that Bitcoin has, but largely this is kind of leveled off now, which may give obviously Bitcoin some relief going in. Let's see what the Mag 7's doing. So you've got Nvidia down. Oh, I tell you what, that's good for my short ETFs. Let's see what my short ETFs do now. Bloody hell, that is getting absolutely hammered. Oh yeah. So my Nvidia short ETF is now 10% in a profit, which is not bad.
Why did you top up yesterday?
No, this is just from last week.
Huh?
This is from everything I opened last week. I think my average entry in terms of obviously the Nvidia chart is 189 so far, which is good. Obviously, that's getting hammered, -3%. Amazon down nearly -3% as well. Tesla down 2.5%, and then you've got Apple, barely nudged, and then obviously Google and Microsoft around 1%. So yeah, Mag 7 mostly getting absolutely hammered. Yeah. When it went above so I started buying obviously in like late 180s, but when it went above 190, I just sped up my buying of it.
Yeah.
Basically just done a couple of weeks. I've done a couple of weeks of buying, basically just inside all last week. Which has got me to a decent level. Again, it's nowhere near what I want eventually to have a short ETF exposure on Nvidia for a big market crash, but it will do for now because it provides a nice hedge.
I'll tell you what's a great catch.
Go on.
Is Stonksy on the 15-minute caught the VIX on Friday.
Oh yeah.
And caught a 30% move.
Yeah, that's still ticking up a bit, isn't it? Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, so this is one I'm probably going to pay more attention to. It needs to get back down first, though. Of course, it would need to get back down first to have me go in. But it's obviously one where you can kind of hedge yourself, or just throw some spare money.
It's an insurance policy, isn't it?
Yeah. But I am just going to keep buying my short ETF exposure on. Obviously, currently I only have the S&P 500 short and Nvidia short on ETFs, but I do want probably Mag 7 as the ETF, and then obviously just keep topping them all up. Probably Palantir as well if it can come back up, probably that as well. But I do maybe expect to run into the negative on them. Obviously short term, maybe obviously into the end of the year, into the start of next year maybe. But my idea is just to keep adding to them in the belief that obviously eventually it will be the right play.
Eventually they'll pay off, a bit like Michael Burry.
Yeah, well that's it. Yeah, the big short. the big short himself, the big shorter. You got any trades on? Yeah, I'm long on Asta, which is across. I've got two long Asta trades on actually. I think probably with a mixture of them both should be in and around break even, but they are on only low leverage 2x, and they are obviously looking ahead into the end, the rest of October into November, so kind of longer term trades. Apart from that, not in terms of I've got a Bitcoin one on. Got a Bitcoin, a high leverage Bitcoin one on, which was basically just using some spare change, which either will be liquidated or I will, obviously get upside from. Apart from that, no other actual leverage trades on. They're going straight on X. I've made a stack on Wiz's recommendations. Yeah, I bet Delta just probably has got his own watch list of you. And just as a watch list called Wiz. Yeah. You probably want to make sure it keeps just on TradingView. Like I said before. What would you do if someone knocked on your door? What would you do if Delta knocked on your door?
Oh, tracked me down. Yeah, no, Iron was the play of the cycle. Iron and Oklo.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for when it clicks on some of the quantum stuff. Some of the quantum stuff will be a biblical short back down.
It has been quite boring, to be fair, compared to yesterday anyway.
Yeah, there's not much happening, is there?
No.
What are your thoughts on Athena, Dave?
I don't really know, to be honest. Obviously, the stablecoin. Where is it? ENA here. The stablecoin depegged, didn't it?
Yeah. Did you see the stuff on it about some of Athena's agreements with exchanges in regard to liquidation?
No.
There was an interesting point where it was talking about Athena is part of some agreements with exchanges. Obviously, probably the one beginning with B is the most associated, but they had agreements that anything involving Athena would have a priority for ADL.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I've never really had much interest in it because I just don't see the point in having it as opposed to USDT or USDT. Like, I just don't get it. I mean, obviously it's got some sort of place because it is still quite big in it. I think it's still a couple billion or something, but personally I just don't see the attraction in it.
Yeah.
We're tumbling down on Bitcoin now.
Yeah. I'm getting clipped on some orders.
Yeah, we're tumbling down. Oh, that's a nasty 5 minute. And see, look at that. Stonksy is still red as well. Let's see what's going on.
Well, if anyone caught me talking about the VIX, I longed it when we were talking about it, and I am now quite nicely up.
Look at that.
And I got a poor entry on it.
This could maybe get a bit nasty, to be fair, couldn't it? I mean, if you look at we look at the 1 hour, that is just obviously just such an aggressive and brutal sell-off in it. So we're now coming into, if we mark on, obviously where we got settlement on Sunday, so Saturday, Sunday, towards there. Obviously, we maybe could come for a liquidity grab, and then apart from that, we are obviously in towards the wick then, and obviously any previous levels from down here. Obviously towards 107, 108 was where we settled, wasn't it? In when was that? It was towards the end of August, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When we settled in there. Unless we've just liquidated, what was today's low and then just carry on up.
Yeah.
Which has been a nice response so far. We just liquidated, obviously, the previous low. And that's getting some nice absorption on this 5 minute candle here. So it's not the end of the world. Oh, yeah. So maybe that's it. Maybe that was it. Hunting some... It doesn't... Do you not reckon it just feels brutal, the fact that, it's still hunting long liquidations after Friday? Like, the market is still hunting longs. Obviously, that's just how it works, but it's just kind of brutal that the market is still hunting long liquidations. And that is a nice 5 minute candle absorption there. Elon Bull posting Bitcoin. I think that's the first time he's mentioned Bitcoin in ages, isn't it? Obviously, for anyone wondering what we are on about, let me go and pull it up. He was referring to Bitcoin in terms of energy, really, but I think that's the first time. I don't, unless I've missed something else, but I think that's the first time he's mentioned Bitcoin in what seems like ages.
Yeah.
What was it? Where is it? It was in relation to something. Maybe it's best to just get it on Watcher Guru. Let's see. Because I know that these guys posted about it. I saw it. Yeah, he says Bitcoin is based on energy, and governments can print money, but it's impossible to fake energy. Wait, I can't remember. Can you remember the last time you mentioned Bitcoin? It feels like absolutely ages ago.
Feels like a long time ago.
Yeah, I can't remember seeing any headlines of him mentioning Bitcoin or crypto.
Dave.
What?
Walmart and OpenAI have just announced a partnership.
No. You're joking. It's not working below 110 now.
I knew you'd like that one.
If CZ is involved in ENA, it could do well. I don't know if he is or not. Scottish thinks 108,500 is next. I mean, yeah, it depends if the slow bleed keeps up. I mean, the stock market is continuing to bleed as well. As you can see, we've been down on the S&P, and then obviously, yeah, still having things bleed there.
Tell you what, video is getting a hell of a sell-off.
It's getting a hammering in it. Let's see what Walmart's doing now. This AI thing is just getting out of hand, isn't it? It's got 1.5%. Doing what? Like what for like checkout tills?
Apparently people can do that. Yeah, people can do their shopping on ChatGPT.
Why? Why can you not go on that? Like, are you gonna? I don't know.
Oh, I knew you'd love that.
Mad, isn't it? You know what it reminds me of? Remember last cycle where you would just obviously have because crypto went that big last cycle that quickly. You just had, I know obviously the one that we normally laugh at is farming on the blockchain in it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of what AI is doing now, where it's just like kind of it's just getting itself in irrelevant places, just so obviously firms can say they've got AI and stuff like that. Like it just seems like the way crypto went last cycle, where it was completely irrelevant stuff that just meant nothing and was just.
So would you not do your shopping on ChatGPT, Dave?
No. 12k next, 50p next. Mine is 50p. Got to change it for pound.
Nice.
Now you do.
I've got to drop now, Dave. But yeah, pleasure as always.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. Thanks for jumping on. It's been an honour.
Yeah, it's been a fun one. Hopefully everyone got some nice entries, and hopefully Bitcoin runs it back. Oh, and Stonksy's just gone short on the 5 minute on Nvidia, and Nvidia's already down 4.5%.
It's getting absolutely
batteroonied,
isn't it?
Right, I'll see you later.
You know what the only annoying thing with this is?
Go on.
Is obviously when this is happening to the stock market, London closes in just under 2 hours.
Yeah.
So these ETFs pause until tomorrow then. But as it stands, I'm now 14% up on Nvidia shorts and 13.5% up on the S&P one.
Nice.
Which is not bad.
Yeah.
But that's the only annoying thing in it, is obviously that will close and then you've got to wait until pre-market tomorrow then.
Yeah. You'll have to be patient, Dave.
Oh, that's it. That's
all right. See you later.
Right. Thanks very much, Wiz. Everyone, make sure you show your appreciation to Wiz in the chat. And yeah, I'll catch you later, mate. Bye-bye. Yeah, so that was Wiz. Got to thank you for the short ETF idea. Those short ETFs have wiped my losses from the crash. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. Good. Glad to hear it. I mean, for me, I could close them quite nicely now. But for me, the kind of longer term holds, obviously, planning a much wider scale and much harsher, higher time frame stock market reversal. So they are just kind of staying open for me. And I do kind of expect them maybe to go back up and, maybe go back to break even or even in a loss or whatever. But for me, it's mostly about building them over the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Everything does kind of look like everything's settling a bit, though, doesn't it? It looks like everything's maybe settling a little bit. You can see, obviously, altcoins aren't having that much of a downturn, low time frame. Everything's kind of just going sideways. Oh, and that is a big bounce from Bitcoin. There we go. So yeah, that was just liquidation of the previous low. So maybe, obviously, never say never, but maybe that was it in terms of this slow bleed that we've seen today, and we can get some sort of proper bounce coming now, which would be nice, wouldn't it? Same. Easing out of the bullish shit into the more bearish one now, very slowly. Yeah, ideally, we have, you know, maybe another leg up. I would like to see the S&P go towards 7,000, maybe above, which obviously gives more time to slowly scale in and obviously get higher up entries as well. And there's obviously more ETFs, short ETFs I want to go in yet. Currently only in the S&P and Nvidia itself, but I want to do the Mag 7 as a whole. I want to do more individual stocks like Palantir, maybe Tesla, maybe Meta, more Nvidia, obviously the biggest bubble one. So yeah, we'll see how it goes anyway. But that's a nice bounce on Bitcoin so far, and obviously leading to nice bounces on altcoins too. So let's hope that was maybe it, and this isn't just a short squeeze. Hit a milestone in my daily BTC DCA2. 0.02 Bitcoin there. Only costs £3 a day. Very nice, very nice. So another 5 times the amount of that, and you'll be 1% of Bitcoin. What's in this for though? What's in this for? Are you like, what are you doing? Are you reaccumulating just obviously slowly on a DCA or what? I thought you were selling all your selling or sold most. What's Asta doing? Yeah, a lot of these things are just hanging around now, aren't they? A lot of them are just hanging around. Pumps had a nice push back up. Obviously just leveled off, didn't it? Just come down, leveled off. At one point it was minus 14%, I think. So that's had a nice push up so far for sure. But the way that altcoins are moving now, it does make it look like maybe this is the bottom-ish. Altcoins look like obviously they're moving back up nicely. I'm selling on the whole. But I can, I suppose, yeah. Yeah, you are right, aren't you? Yeah. I mean, if you just leave that running and forget about it and then come back to it in 4 years or something, then it actually may have turned out that £3 a day was really, really nice. Just come back to it in a couple of years. But yeah, running nicely on some of these now. Obviously, MNT is pushing back up. Maybe that was it. Oh, some nice candles on some of these altcoins. We just obviously need to continue. We don't want another episode of bounce and then roll over, do we? We want it to be sustained buying. I went long on BNB at 1150 flying. Very nice. Very nice. It's always difficult to buy the blood, isn't it? It's always difficult to buy the blood, but obviously history has told us that is the best times to buy. And really, we've done nothing, have we? You know, obviously this is where we settled on Saturday and Sunday. We've went up, come back down, and just come back to the same place. We've done nothing. We could trade in here for the rest of the week, and it wouldn't really mean much. You know, if you zoom out a bit, literally we're just at the same point as we was 2 days ago, which isn't a big deal, is it? But we could just trade in here, you know, maybe for the next couple of days or whatever. It's just consolidation after such a big wipeout. Obviously, the market needs to recalibrate itself, and obviously eventually we'll see momentum go again in one direction or another. But also, something key to note is we actually basically have closed out that CME gap finally. I don't know if anyone actually realized it or not, but we still had a CME gap down towards here. open from late September. Doesn't look like we've actually closed it fully, but most of the way we have. But yeah, sometimes you just need to zoom out, don't you, and say, all that required is patience, really. Just patience. $200K, Bitcoin 200K tonight. I think everyone would welcome it, wouldn't they? Everyone would certainly welcome it. That's for sure. It would be very, very welcome. Yeah, if you do want any specific charts covering, obviously do let me know in the chat. But I think we've basically covered everything on the watch list anyway. I flipped through it good 2 times now. Look at Apex, and this was 35-40% higher yesterday, which is just crazy, isn't it? Maybe the S&P's found a low. $150, yeah, $150 would be good. S&P partner with Chainlink. Aether. What the hell is that? Let's see. Aether. This thing. You want me to have a look at this? I mean, there's not a whole lot of data, is there? Yeah, there's not a whole lot of data for us to go through. It's all a little bit messy too, isn't it? Like, there's no. It's a new launch, isn't it? Basically, it's still. Oh no, it's not. It's not a new launch. I thought it was a new launch. It's not. It's over a year old. It's just kind of a bit messy because nothing really lines up with itself, does it? Obviously, got demand down here. This big candle, obviously, may get filled in, may not. You obviously got local resistance, your resistance point up here. Obviously, if it comes back down into there, there's your demand. If it does end up falling back there. But there's nothing really, you can't really say much about this. Everything's a little bit messy. Now, the 4-hour actually looks good. This is what I mean. It's all about perspective, isn't it? You go to the 4-hour, and we had big absorption on the last one. And we actually, no, to be fair, we've got 2 hours to go. I was going to say maybe this will close as a hammer, but it's still got another 2 hours to go, so maybe not. But again, the hour doesn't look bad. The hour could close quite decently here. Again, it's all about perspective, innit? It's all about perspective. What do you think of Saucer Swap? They're not listed on any futures, so no leverage build-up. Saucer Swap. Is this the one that's on H-bar? I think someone's mentioned this before. Source. see. Oh, I've actually looked at this before. Can't remember when I looked at this. Yeah, I mean, it had another test of resistance up here, didn't it? I haven't looked at it. I mustn't have looked at this for ages because I don't use blue lines anymore, and I haven't done for a while. Yeah, I mean, obviously on the daily, you know, there's kind of your demand down here. If it goes down there, here's your SR as well on the daily. You know where Stonksy's got it, Drew. So depending on obviously where it goes first, will dictate what happens next. But yeah, I mean, if it reclaims here, obviously it reclaims that support level, and you look towards the upside. Obviously, towards blue level is a high time frame resistance, or if it drops a bit more into here, then look for a bounce, and that's probably about it for now, isn't it? But yeah, I'm kind of quite pleased with how Bitcoin's looking. Kind of quite pleased, I will say. Run it back up. Yeah, top decks on H bar. I thought it was, yeah. Right, rang a bell. Yeah, I think that's everything for today. So thank you very much for watching. Do make sure you drop a like if you haven't, subscribe if you're new. And of course, I will be back tomorrow, so come and join me. And yeah, hope you're making some movement in this market. If you're not, obviously come and join Stonksy. The link is in the description. We still have the offer of 20% off your first month on the monthly plan. Apart from that, I've got no offers on any of the other plans for now. But obviously watch this space moving into, you know, obviously late October into November. Maybe we'll run something, maybe not. But come and join the monthly. You will obviously massively benefit from it. And yeah, thank you very much for joining me. It's great to have you all share your time with me on a daily basis. And of course, I will look forward to tomorrow's stream. And we'll see what happens. Anyone in the Discord, obviously get in there, get active. We'll see what happens this afternoon. Hopefully we can start running it back up. And yeah, that's all from me. So goodbye for now.